Hello. Like I said earlier, I wanted to talk about the Hololive stuff, but instead, there's been another incident that was again avoidable. Like I understand why Past Me did it the way he did it, but it was entirely avoidable. Let's get into specifics. So I went to sleep at like what 6 a.m. I've managed to what after three and a half hours I was woken up because there was a need for a cable that I may or may not have taken. I say may or may not have because when I took it, it was not. I was not very specific about which one I took, and then so I basically had to unplug all of them, like the power cable for for my two monitors and the PC. I say I had to, but I didn't have to. If I just stayed calm instead of being kind of cranky, which it makes sense that I was because I had woken up from like a not very long sleep, but what I ended up doing is just unplugged all of them, to show that none of them is the cable that we are looking for, and that was that. And then they were unplugged for quite a few hours. But the situation here is that I knew that the monitor, the main one, the better one, the one that I've had for quite a while now, that has an issue where the last time I unplugged it, it did not, receive power after I plugged it back on, and for a bit I was very, worried that that was gonna be it. But then it decided to come back to life, and then I just, I did not question it too much. I was just like, okay, it's fine, it works. Let's not mess with it ever again, basically. But then today I did, and I thought that, hey, it will be fine. I'm just gonna just unplug everything instead of staying calm, and because like it wasn't necessary to check the cables so to check the cables it wasn't necessary to unplug them. It's just in that situation I ended up just unplugging them, all of them, even though like I did remember that it might be an issue with the monitor, but I thought it will be fine. Well, it's not fine. It is not fine at all. I've tried, multiple cables, and I even tried like, just to check that is the one that I'm plugging in 100% working. So I tried, I swapped the cable with the other monitor, and the other monitor works fine with both of them. So I also, so if I include the swap, I basically shuffle through four different power cables, and it's not turning on with any of them. And yes, I checked if it's like entirely plugged in, and yeah. So there's a situation. So now I'm staring at the monitor in front of me that is not turning on, and again it was very avoidable, but again, very unfortunate. And also otherwise I'm just not feeling great even without this. Can't really sleep, and sleep it's bad. It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. I wake up, it's like I haven't slept anything. My stomach is been messy as well. It's been basically off since that very rough day in March. That was a very rough day in March when I was really uh yeah, think I was I was really messed up mentally, I'm not entirely sure if it's like, messed up physically, and then that brings the mental issue, I mean, I wouldn't say issues, but like the mental difficulties, or if it's the other way around. It's like, am I stressed, and that's my stomach is permanently upset, or is my stomach permanently upset, and I want in my, you know, my brain, I'm just trying to attribute it to something, so like I might as well also be stressed out of nothing or everything, I suppose. So I don't know. I've already feeling I've already been feeling not very good, and obviously with this, that when I plugged the stuff back in and realized that it's not turning on, and I really like it. Really like the monitor. It's really good. It's been serving well for a long time. It's probably some power supply issue in there. Obviously, it's like way out of warranty, so if anything's gonna happen, it's probably just gonna be being picked apart to see what's up. I don't know. Like maybe a miracle happens and then it decides to turn on again. But yeah, it's not looking very likely. So far, it's been no signs of life whatsoever. No matter which cable I tried. So yeah, that's that's it. I don't know if I'm gonna. I really just wanted to roll up. I'll talk about all the myth streams. And that was also a DCG shop stream with Fuamoko. And there's also the Advent Chess. And then there's gonna be the Advent Chess tonight. Not that far from now. And these are all great. Like, I'm not gonna try to let uh my my physical state or my mental state detract from it. Like, I'm still gonna try to have fun with it, and I've had fun watching it. I wonder who's gonna win, but I guess that's not the most important part. It's gonna be fun. That's almost guaranteed. No, that is guaranteed. So it's gonna be yes, but yeah. I feel like I feel not very good, and uh, my beloved monitor is not turning on. So that's the situation. All right. Bye.